Hello everyone, and welcome to my new video on stock market, where I'm going to discuss another interesting topic. So the topic here is, if you see the on the PPT here, TCS clothing and Peter Lynch's wife recommendation. So you're thinking how these two are related. So one of the stocks that I bought is TCS clothing that recently went IPO last year, and I will try to connect like TCS clothing with one of the stock recommendation that was given by Peter Lynch's wife. So, okay, you will understand how I will connect this. So, just watch me till the end, and you will understand the connection between this. So, why the title here? And about Peter Lynch, Peter Lynch was one of the famous investor, and he managed Fidelity Investments, and like he managed one of the funds for Fidelity management and their CAGR, I mean, when he was the fund manager for that fund, the CAGR was close to 30% for some 50 to 20 years. That's quite good returns over a long period of time. And I have been reading his books, so I've already read his all the three books that he has written. Plus, sometimes I also revise his books because there are a lot of knowledge in his books. So, two important books for him are Learn to Earn and what was it? Once on a Wall Street, I think. So these are the two famous books written by him. And before I go and talk about both of these concepts and make you understand how these two are connected, so my just it's just a request from my side. Do subscribe to my channel if you like my content. If you find my content interesting, do like and subscribe. So it encourages me to like make more videos like this. So, okay, so let's start with this. Yeah. So Peter Lynch, he was working as a securities analyst at Fidelity Magellan. That's the company name. So when he was working as analyst at this company, Peter Lynch knew about like textile industry. He knew about like what was the average P in that sector, how much margin the company were making, how much profit they were making. But all this information, like financial knowledge, was not of much importance than his wife's knowledge and what he found, knowledge he found from wife's knowledge. So there is a product called Legs, if you see. So Legs it was into leg wear. I'm not sure if this product exists today also, this brand I mean, but it was there during Peter Lynch time. And his wife found this product when she was basically she used to frequently visit the grocery store. That's where she found this product. Now let's try to find out what's very useful or important about this product. Okay, so actually Heinz is the company under which this product Lex was there. I'm not actually sure whether this brand still exists today. I'm not sure. This is a US, I mean American brand. So when this product was launching, when Heinz was launching this product, then Heinz used to conduct interviews with hundreds of women. Which were leaving the supermarket, and they also asked the feedback from them, like whatever panty horse they bought. Then a high percentage of women answered yes in this case. So the feedback was very good, and the feedback was even good before they have started spending on advertisement. That's one great thing about this product. Now, Peter Lynch's wife name is Carolyn. So she didn't need to be a textile analyst to realize that Lex was a superior product. So what she was to do was to try them on and see that what was the quality of the product. So the quality was quite great, but another advantage for this product was like it can be found in the grocery store, like next to bubble gum and razor blades. And see most of the cloths, if you see, they are mostly presented like I will say department stores, right? In grocery stores, you will not find all these products. But the good thing about this Lex brand was that it was even available in grocery store. So the reference, some of all these lines are taken from the book Once Upon Wall Street by Peter Lynch. Now think about this. Normally, the average, I will say, average number of weeks, like every 6 weeks, women visit departmental stores. But for grocery stores, they visit twice a week. And this brand Lex was available in the grocery stores. So that's what one advantage it was there for that product. And you can see that checkout counter was filled with women stocking these products. I mean, Lex brand products. And after 2 to 3 years after the products were introduced, you could have walked into any of the thousands of supermarkets and you would have realized that this was the best seller. So Peter Lynch used to follow invest in what you know approach. So his, I will say, his philosophy was like, if you like some coffee, if you are going to some supermarket, if you like, I will say, some food items, then this is the first thing. Then try to, after you have liked the product, try to find out which company makes these products and try to find out what are the fundamentals of the company. So that's how Peter Lynch philosophy was. Now Peter Lynch tried to find out that which company is making this product, that is Lex. So Lex was made by Heinz and Heinz was listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Now, okay, basically Peter Lynch can invest in this company Heinz, which makes the Lex brand. And basically, after Caroline alerted Peter Lynch about this Lex brand, he did a fundamental research of the company. That's very important. It's not that if you like the product, you buy the company, you buy the stock. You should also do the fundamental research. And Peter Lynch found out that the fundamentals were very good for the company. Now, Peter Lynch, as I told you, he was a security analyst at the company. So he recommended this stock to the managers, Fidelity fund managers. And they bought this stock. And this Heinz, basically, that was a stock, turned out to be a six bagger. Right? Six bagger means 6x. It became 6x times the stock price. And that's why Peter Lynch, he used to call these multi-bagger stocks, which was 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. And actually, what happened, this company was, Heinz was actually taken over by another company called Consolidated Foods. That's now Sara Lee. So before that, it was a six bagger for him, for his fund, I would say, fund managers or fund. Okay, now, okay, you have understood like what I was intending to say through these slides. So my intention was like how I will say Peter Lynch's wife, that is Caroline, helped him in finding a six bagger stock. Let's say if maybe, okay, Peter Lynch knew a lot about textile industry. He knew about the P/E ratios of the companies. He knew about how much profit they were making, but he didn't understand actually the product itself and what was the review of the product. That's the difference. You should also understand, like, if the company has some products, I mean, you ask other person like, do they like these products or not? And if you're also buying that product, see, like, provide your review also on that, like if you like the product or not. Now, TCS clothing is similar story for me, I will say. So, like, I have also like some of my friends. So, TCS clothing is a basically women clothing brand. Like, I have found out from some of my friends, like who went like shopping for festive season, and they were shopping for not they. So it's only one of my friend actually. Not I should not tell it they. So one of my friend, I found her that she was buying the clothes from. So she was buying Aurelia branded clothes for festive season. So I asked her about about the review of these brands, and she told that for on most of the festive seasons, she buy this. I mean, mostly Aurelia or W brands, and the review from her side was very good for these products. And other than getting review from her, I have also seen the presence of W stores in most of the cities I have gone, most of the malls I have gone, even on airports I have seen its presence. So it's there. I mean, so people know about W brand, and I will say a lot of people buy their clothes. So, and actually, this company is not a very new company. It's a 2 decades old company. It started in, I think, 2002 or 1 in Delhi, and it's now present all over India. And its IPO was done recently, 2019. So they have leading homegrown brands like W, Aurelia, and Wishful. They also have a new brand. They are opening new stores. Like if you see, their name is 11. W, Aurelia, and Wishful is there. Share of brands, if you see, like most of their revenue comes from, of course, W, 55%. Aurelia is next, 37%, and very 8%, very less of revenue comes from Wishful brand. Next is the brand-wise growth, but in brand-wise growth, Aurelia, that makes it ethnic wear, the growth rate is very high, 25%. For W and Wishful, the growth rate is very low, around 2%. That was in the quarter three, actually, 2020. So 19. Now let me discuss about some positive and negative points of about the company. So this company recently went for IPO, so not a lot of information is available online. So I'm discussing some of the information. So of course, W is Western plus Indian combination clothing brand. Aurelia is the ethnic wear, and Wishful is there. Wishful is there. I will say another premium brand in ethnic wear. And like my point is that I always told you that look at how the sales of the company can increase. So my view here is that more women are entering the workforce nowadays. So the number of women in the workforce increasing day by day. And of course, the clothing demand will also increase for them. Like if they're earning money, they will also buy good clothes. Right? So market cap for this company is just around 2,400 crores, and it's available at like price to earning of just 20 today. It was available at around 40, but due to COVID, there has been huge correction. Like from 700, it's down to 350, 360 now, so almost near 20. Return on capital employed is again 31%. That's quite good, I think. About the stores expansion, because they are into clothing, of course, they have stores. Now, there are three types of stores: EBO, LFS, and MBO. EBO is, of course, exclusive branded outlets where only uh, these brands are available: W, Aurelia, and Wishful. And the count is 586. Next is LFS, that's large format stores. Now, large format stores also, these brands are only present, that is W, Aurelia, and Wishful, but these are large stores. The count is 1,900 around. And last one is the MBO, that is multi-brand outlet. So if you go to Central and other places where, I mean, there are multi-brands. I mean, there are like, there will be other brands also from, let's say, Aditya Birla Fashion, from Future Lifestyle. Plus, their brands are also there. So all the brands are present at one place. So if you visit, malls, there you will see this multi-branded outlet. In that, their count is 1,134. So they have a lot of brands, of course. Plus, they have a good online presence. You can find them on any Amazon, Myntra, and most of these sites you can find them. Now, some other good points is that they have a good operating margin of 19%. So I told you in my 15 points checkpoint that normally I go for companies with at least greater than 15% operating margin. And they're also expanding now into new women segments like footwear, drapewear. So these are emerging markets for them, in which through that 11 stores they are expanding. And they are also the largest exclusive women's ethnic clothing company in India. So it's the largest exclusive. There are other companies also which sells women clothing, but they are only in the women clothing. They are not in any other main clothing, any other clothing. Their shareholders, if you see, are both foreign investor and mutual funds also. And if you see, even Fidelity Investment Trust, this mutual fund is also invested into this. This is the international fund. This is not for connecting the Peter Lynch or something. Maybe if Fidelity is now also following Peter Lynch's approach. That's my guess. Now, if you see the mutual funds, it's like they hold around 4%. Alternate investment funds, they hold around 5%. Foreign portfolio investors, like 12%. That's quite good. So there are quite a good lot of investors here. And if you see the management, as I told you, always see the management. Who are the chairman, executive director, who is the CEO? So look at this. So if you see, chairman is executive director is of course Mr. Onkar Singh, and he is one of the promoter also. So if you see his degree, he holds electrical degree from IIT Delhi, and he's one of the founders of TCS Clothing, and one of the promoters. And he has been on the board since 1997. Like, quite experienced, right? He has been like 40 years in apparel industry. That's actually quite good, right? He has a good knowledge of the industry, in which the company is. Other than that, if you see the managing directors, he is Mr. Anand Kumar Daga, and he has a bachelor's of degree from University of Calcutta and PG from IIM Ahmedabad. That's quite good. And he joined as he joined as CEO from in March 2010, and has been on the board since 2016. So he is both the CEO and also has been on the board as a managing director. And prior to this, if you see his experience, he has worked at Reebok India and also at ICICI Bank. Another good thing, he also features in the Economic Times 40 and the 40 list of India hottest business leaders of 2017. Then you have non-executive director, Mr. Naresh Patwari. And if you see, again, he holds bachelor degree in mechanical engineering from IIT Kharagpur and master's degree in business administration from, if you see, Tuck School of Business and Dartmouth College, United States. So he studied from US. So I see that their management is quite good. It's not a family-dominated management or something. And of course, they have selected CEO as Mr. Anand Kumar Daga, and he has very good experience with Reebok and ICICI Bank. And what are the negatives and the risks? Of course, there is low promoter holdings. So promoter holdings is around close to 30% something. That's low. But that's not always a bad point, actually. That's not always negative. It's a very professional run company. They also have like investment from a US company, TE Associates, I think. So that's also quite good. Another negative will be that low promoter holdings, I told you, is not always a negative. We see for ITC, right? It's not always a negative, I would say. So rent cost for these outlets, they have airport outlets, exclusive outlets, big outlets. So rent is increased day by day. So you have to also check out like how much I will say expense is going as rest and what the company is doing to control this. We also see this. Another negative has been the increasing inventory I've seen for last 2 years. It has been increasing. So you also have to look at that over next quarter, how that is going. They do not give any dividends because they're still in investment phase. So why will they give dividend? I am just really negative because most of the shareholders wants dividend. I do not want any dividend now. Let the company grow. It will become bigger. They should use the cash for expansion there rather than giving me the dividend. Debt to equity is 0.6. Maybe I will say it's not quite high. I normally prefer with lesser than 0.5, but it's close to 0.5. Recently, they have taken a loan for expansion. So I will say that's also a risk. Okay, last one is my view. So this is one of my portfolio stocks. But I told you normally for me 70% my portfolio 70% are in very big companies like HDFC Bank, SDFC, and all most Nifty 50 companies. Now the rest of 20% I do invest in very risky companies. Some companies which are not doing very good now, but have good management and can do good in future. Even Peter Lynch used to follow this. So out of this 20% of my portfolio, this is Precision Clothing is another one on which I have taken risk because I think this small company can grow a lot if the management does well. So management looks great. So I have to see this how company goes forward. I have to keep looking at the quarterly reports and their presentation and everything. I have to keep looking at that how the sales are going, how the sales I will say per outlet is growing. So I have to see all these numbers. So recently I've seen that sales per outlet, I will say growth has not been quite good. So let's see how this. So this is a very new company stock market. IPO last year, it just did the IPO last year. So let me just look at the next 3-4 quarters how it is doing. Depending on that, I may increase exposure or decrease. It depends on that. Because not any. I mean, you will not see any reports for this by any fund managers. This is a very new company, and that's why you will not see. So let the I will say let the reports come out. I will read them out, and I also take my decision on this. So this is my view. I'm holding this still. I'm still holding this stock. So do provide your feedback how you found my video useful, and also how if you are able to connect right. Like Peter Lynch's wife. Of course, that friend is not my wife, but yeah, I did get the review from her, and I also do follow this approach of invest in what you know, kind of. So yeah, that's was for this video. Thank you, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel.